Hey, hey, hey.
Hey guys.
I'm Michaela.
And I'm Antonella.
Welcome to Chatters and Chapters,
where we discuss different aspects of our lives.
and get down to the nitty gritty.
Yes. What's the top? Oh, nope. I'm doing better.
She's so eager, y'all.
I'm
She's
doing
so
better.
eager.
What did you do this weekend?
Girl, nothing. Actually, just schoolwork on Saturday. Bed rided on Sunday. Y'all know the drill. I don't be doing anything. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really go out like that.
Period. I'm trying to focus on skincare because I'm somebody, I don't play with my skin. And every time I see a pimple or something, like I feel like in another life I was an esthetician or something. I do not play with my skin. So I was doing that. And then Sunday I got a couple things done and just was chilling. I don't like to stress too much. So I tried to, make sure my Sundays are my reset days for the week.
So what's the chat today, Antonella?
Topic is, sis, I'm not your man.
I'm not your man. With this, I feel like sometimes my friends be treating me like they're a man. And I'm like, bro, like,
I'm not your man.
Women, we tend to have, like, deeper emotional connections, like, with each other. Because we're able to, like, freely be vulnerable. Nobody's, like, judging you for anything like that. But sometimes it's, like, you need to redirect this to your significant other.
Yeah. I do. Sometimes you share too much to the point where you're drawing the line. Yes, friendships require those conversations, those partner-ish elements to it. But sometimes we need to make sure that we know who we're talking to.
Yeah. We definitely know who we're talking. I've had a couple conversations and I had to, like, remind you.
I'm not your man.
I'm not your man. And it's crazy because even with that, like, how, like, sometimes, the lines are kind of blurred. Even though they'll treat you like their man, they won't give you the same grace they give their man.
I could 100% agree with that. Sometimes we tend to let the man write it out, and then the minute a woman does something that's not necessarily of your likeness, it's like, she's fake. She's like, you're so easy to cut her off.
You gave that man grace. You gave that man 100 chances, and you easily, like, he came back. I messed up once,
but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna keep taking back a woman. I'm not gonna take back a man, but, like, my female friend, I do not like female friends that, like, fall. If you fall out with me, we're not gonna be friends again. I don't do that.
But you're gonna take back a man that did you wrong.
Not to that extent. Okay, I'm part of the problem.
She's part of the problem.
Not to that extent,
I'm not
but,
your
like,
man.
I don't do those women friendships that, we're cool 1 month, we're not cool the other month.
I don't do that.
Because, like, because me too with, like, my core people, like, once I've discussed our fallout with you, once I said I don't really rock with this girl, why would I be friends with you after I don't talk shit? But I don't make no sense. I don't do that with men too. Like I told you, like even with men too, I don't tell my friends I'm done with the men unless I know I'm done. Like I don't discuss my disagreements with my person to my friends. So that translates to women too. Like once I've told my friends, like, this is not necessarily a girl like I want around, I look crazy she around next month after all I said.
To piggyback off of that, right? I feel like with friendships, like, your friends will be like, oh, I don't want you talking to this person, which, fine, right? Which is totally fine. But sometimes, like, you gotta do business with them, like, maybe y'all work together or whatever like that. Like, I feel like some friends be so, like, y'all are 30, and they're telling, I don't want you talking to this person. I don't care if that's your job.
Aspect of doing that.
Like,
as an adult, there's a way to respect your friend and respect somebody. Nobody's asking you to be, like, besties with the person, but I feel like as adults, you cannot ask me to do mean girls to a woman that I don't even know.
I'm not your man. I don't have to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if, like, it's like maybe, like, we work together. I work with a girl that you don't like or whatever. Like, to keep workplace peace or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not about to...
I don't have to be best friends with them. I'm going to respect them in that regard. But, like, I'm not about to, like, act like they don't exist.
If you don't like... It also depends on what they did to you. Like, because when you're friends, you are telling your friends exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So if somebody outright just disrespected me and had no sense, I don't expect you to sit there and go to dinner with the girl.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But if you're in a common area, maybe a wave, like, respect. Yeah. You don't have to talk. Me, personally, if you don't like somebody, I'm good off. Like, I'm not pressed to greet you. I'm not pressed to greet you, but, like, I'm not going to act out of my character. If that
Agreed.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way. Hey, sis, we need to go get brunch.
Yeah, we're not going out.
But I'm gonna be respectful.
And women
day,
too.
You know
I'm gonna do a public service announcement. If you know you're not good with the girl, don't try to go befriend her friends. Because then you're going to act shocked when the friends don't necessarily want to be your friend. Why are you asking me out to dinner if you know you don't like my friend? What type of sense is that? What are we going to go and talk about? You think I'm about to go talk about my friend with you?
Do you think that I'm about to spill tea?
Like, let's actually stop that. As I don't know if the men community does that, but it's like, if you know what it is, don't act stupid. Because I think it's so weird when you know that a person knows that you're not necessarily mad cool with the person and that they trying to be besties with your folks. Like, what are we doing? Like,
I don't understand that.
Now you look like the terrible person because you're not entertaining them. Like, girl, why do you even want me as a friend?
But I feel like the line between like friendship and like relationship be like.
Because if you're my man, there's no reason for y'all to talk.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason for you.
But
to
as
talk.
a woman, it's a bit different.
Yeah, but I feel like even with like. Because everyone always talks about, the upsides of friendships. I think that we're going to get into that in like future topics, whatever. But nobody ever talks about the downsides.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we were younger, Antonella used to always be like, I categorize my friendships. Oh, yeah. This is not a friend. This is an associate. This is a friend.
People used to not like me because of that.
Yeah, people used to not like her for that. But, like, it wasn't until I was older that I understood, like, it's okay to totally categorize.
I never played about that one.
The people in your life. Like, not everybody is a friend, and it's okay. Yeah. It's quite literally okay. You need to, like, first off, you need to define what a friend is to you.
We are not able to have a conversation together without anybody else in the room. Why would you consider me your friend? We don't talk.
You don't even know my birthday.
Like, we don't talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody's so quick to, that's my girl. That's my girl. Like, no.
You don't know anything about the girl.
I've always said it's actually okay to categorize people in your life. I feel like even if you're initially meeting me, you have a 6 months to a year trial run. I don't play like that because if I consider you my friend, you're somebody that I depend on, lean on. If I can't pick up the phone and call you, why would you say that we friends? We don't talk to each other. If we have to talk amongst a group of people, we're not friends, and that's okay. Like, that can be, that's my girl, that's it, but that's not my bridesmaid.
Yeah,
I
agree. Like, no. And that's one thing I like that within our culture is that like with the traditional wedding, it's like the bridesmaids and then like everybody else like you kind of cool with. It's not necessarily like all your besties kind of thing.
My core.
Yeah, but I feel like it's okay to demote certain people. Yeah. You don't have to where you're going. Not everybody's gonna follow you. You're protecting your peace. You know, you gotta protect your peace. And you know, I feel like we very much prioritize mental health and all of that stuff. And so if somebody's playing on your top. Yeah. It's okay to like, even sometimes you don't have to necessarily cut them off.
But even good, like there's so many girls that have been demoted. It's like we don't hang out as much. But it's like I don't got no pressure with you. Like I see you, like we good. But it's like you've been demoted. Like I don't value you as my friend. You don't fit the qualifications to be my friend. You're not somebody that if I'm going through it, I will call. But if I see you out, hi, how you been? Like we can catch up. We can have a surface conversation. But it's okay to demote people and categorize, and it's healthy to know what that person means to you so you're prepared, because I don't have the same expectations from a demoted friend than I have with my core friend. So if you do some snake shit to me, I'm not taking it as because it's like we're not friends. So it's like respectfully do what you gotta do.
I'm not gonna lie, you treat me like your man, you're getting demoted automatically. I'm sorry, I don't play that. I don't play that. You're not about to come and tell me what to do.
And sometimes people be having the audacity because it's like certain girls in my life can be like, oh, Anto, I'm not messing with what you did. But some girls I look at you like, like, why would you even think? Why would you even think that we like that? Like, she can more like we're not really talking to that girl. And I'm like, I bet. Yeah. Like, but some girls, it's like, would you do that for me? Like,
no. And it's like, that's how I'm like, bro,
like, you do that for me?
You got me messed up. Especially if, like, you don't respect me and then you're not telling me, I don't want you to do. Go and tell that to somebody
Some girls
else.
are delusional with that. Yeah. It's like, girl, we not that cool. Like, we not even, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like with me, like, I'm very loyal, like, as a friend. So, like, there's been instances where, like, when younger me...
is not bad.
I mean, not even just that, but, like, I'll, like... they'll tell me this girl did this and this and this to me. I'm like, bet, like, F her, I'm cool off for her, whatever. And then, like, they get back cool, and now it's like, okay, like, now I low-key got, like,
now I created beef.
pressure with this person and I look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
That as well.
So it's like with that, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not your man. I'm not gonna carry your beef for you. Number two, like, you look like the loser in the situation.
Yeah. See, I don't have much drama in my life, but like past tense me, like, you not necessarily cool with the girl, not the whole friend group don't like you. What did I do to Emily and everybody else? Emily, Samantha, bring me other names. Keisha. Now now I'm out in public and the whole group don't like me. We don't even know why we don't like each other. As women, let's stop doing that.
We gotta stop doing that. We really do.
We have to stop.
That beef is not yours to carry.
Stop. Don't carry nobody, especially if that's not even your home girl for real. Because that's going to translate 5-10 years from now. Y'all in the same room. Y'all don't even know why y'all don't like each other, but y'all don't like each other.
So,
you know how dumb that look?
I got a messy question for you.
What's your messy question?
So what did somebody do to you for you to, like, demote them?
Demote them? What the loyalty aspect of it. Not loyalty, that's not the right word. Demoted is like the expectations they had of me they will never do for me, if that makes sense. I had a friend that she always, like, everything was on her time. I spoke about this before. Everything was on her time. It's like, if she wants to go to Miami in 2 days, she feels as though everybody has to drop their schedule, call off work to go assist her to do whatever she got to do. But when it's time for you, you're not showing up for me in that instance. You will never go and do that. You will never drop what you got going on to tend to me. And my thing, too, it wasn't for emergency. If my friend is going through it, I can, make time in my day. 100%. I would probably call. I feel like you need me.
I'll call off 100%.
But for non-emergency reasons, you expect me to drop my life for you, and you will never do that for me. Like, let's demote this situation. Like, we can, get brunch sometime, catch up, but you're not gonna be a core person in my life because the loyalty is not the same.
Yeah, I agree. I demoted somebody for the same reason because I was just like, okay, like, first off, we're not besties.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not besties, and it's like, and I don't want to make it seem like, oh, we fake B words, whatever.
We're good.
But it's just
we're cool.
We're just cool. Like, I'm not the person to call for you, especially when you're not going to go the same way for me. Like, I shouldn't have to be, like, calling off. I shouldn't have to be, like, stopping what I'm doing, putting a pause on my life, whatever. So I have another messy question for you.
Not the interview. What's up?
Have you ever been demoted before?
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
What did you do to them?
It doesn't have to be a situation where I know, like, something you're not as cool as the person that you, but it's like there's no pressure, there's no beef. We both demoted each other, and that's fine. So I'm sure I've been demoted. And I realized girls tend to get jealous too, because I've had a situation where, like, they felt as though I cherished a different friendship than their friendship. But it's like, you cannot look at me and analyze my friendship with you with somebody else, because we have two different, like, if you want to be my friend, focus on being my friend and let's grow our relationship. Don't come to my life and tell me, but you do this and so and you do this. I'm not a child. I'm not your man. I don't have to explain to you why me and homegirl cool and we're not as cool with you. Like, focus on us. Now I'm gonna be your man. Focus on us. Don't tell me about no other bitch. Focus on us.
I'm not gonna lie, the amount of, like, situations where, like, that has come up, like, I don't like when my friends compare, like, my friendships with them with other people, like, my friendships with other people.
Why are you even worried about that? I'm not your man.
But even then, like, every relationship that I have is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay if, like, we may not laugh as much as I probably laugh with so-and-so. Like, that's just, like, our bond. Like, we just talk more serious things. Like, I just don't like that. And I feel like once you keep bringing it up, I'm just going to demote you, because at this point, like, you're not really, especially if you have to keep having the same conversation, I'm going to demote you, because at this point, it's not sticking in your head. Like, I've gotten real strict. I'm not going to lie to you. I've gotten real strict. Nobody's going to come into my life and come and stress me.
I'm sorry. I'm so weak, because I can agree. Like, because of the way I operate, I've never went to my friend and like, you don't love me the way Mickey loved me. Excuse me.
Are we married?
like, girl. I'm not your man. Like, and I just feel like if you want our relationship to progress, let's work on that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's work on it.
But don't down my other friend, because one thing I don't play about is my loyalty. I'm not about to sit around and talk about my other friend with you and then think that we about to progress.
Exactly.
Because then I don't even, you know what I mean?
You got messed up.
Like, you're messing up the logistics of it.
Yeah, you are.
You're messing, and now I feel like you're gonna be bad vibes if you, because now I just feel like you have a sense of jealousy
towards
for
that
my
person,
friend.
yeah.
Why you got animosity with her? She don't got nothing to do with us. So it's like, I don't know. It's okay to. People been demoted because of that too. There's a lot of reasons why you can be demoted. I'm not gonna hold you.
There's so much.
Don't come to me and stress me out.
Once you start, and even trying to talk to me, like, you know how some people be slick about like trying to find out, like, oh, people see like, oh, what's so and so doing? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I'm not the gossip mill.
Yeah.
I'm not about to tell you what my friends are
like
doing.
Yeah.
Like, you can get demoted, like constantly asking me about so and so's life, whatever. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't know. I'm real strict, y'all.
Real
like,
strict.
I'm a formal people pleaser.
And
so
as you grow up, you have less leisure time. So it's like, I'm not going to take time out of my day, because when you're younger, you have all these friends from different places. Sometimes the friends there's no fundamentals to the friendship. Sometimes you don't remember why you guys are friends. Y'all just cool. Like, when I was younger, I felt I was such a butterfly, and like there were so many girls around me that are not currently around me, and that's totally fine, because I just have so many other things going on. So it's like, I want valuable people and valuable women, and women that make sense. So if you don't make sense, it's not that you're a bad person, but it's like, you're just not meant to be in this stage of my life with me.
And it's okay.
And that is fine. Or you are in my life, but we're not besties. And that is also fine. Because you do have the friends that you tend to do X, Y, and Z more with than this. And then you have more of the friends that are more versatile. Or sometimes the friend that's more like your spiritual friend. Your friend that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's okay. And it's also okay to have multiple best friends. Growing up is like, different women bring different aspects to you and bring different flourishing, characteristics to you. So it's okay to, plant yourself in different places. But it's also okay to be like, you cool, but you're not somebody I see longevity with.
Yeah.
You cool, but you can be a guest at the wedding. You don't necessarily have to stand next to me.
We don't have to be besties.
You don't really have to meet my man, my husband, because it's like, you're not really that friend to me. I'm sorry. But it's okay to.
I agree. And I feel like if you are that demoted friend, it's okay to, like, sit in that. It's okay to be in your feelings about being demoted, but it's also okay to, like, understand that, okay, you know what, this person, not that they don't value our friendship, but, like, they just feel like I'm not a main character. We're on different pages. And you know what? Just receive it. Sometimes, like, all you need is even a conversation to get promoted again, And you have to actually...
Not I.
And I also feel like you have to be receptive to what the person's telling you, because some people, they'll say, like, you just keep doing this and this and this, and then they'll, okay, I'm gonna change. They go back and do the same thing, and then it's like the same cycle. It's like, at that point, you're gonna be permanently demoted. You have to be receptive to that criticism.
And I would say you have to be accepting of, not everybody will call you their friend. So it's like, if somebody be like, oh, I know her, or
I'm cool with her.
Yeah, I'm a queen of, I'm good with her. Like, I'm cool, not in a shady way, but like, oh, I know of her. Yeah. But I don't know her. There's so many, even males, like, I know who you are, cool but I don't know you as an individual. So why would I be like, that's my friend? I don't know you. Like, I don't know.
Especially if, like, I can't just call you up just to talk to you randomly. Like, we're not friends.
It's okay. Like, I feel like associates has such a negative stigma to it.
And I wish it didn't, because I feel like it's such a perfect term to, like, describe, like, somebody you're just cool with.
We're not beefing, but it's like, I associate with you when I need to.
When I see you, we're going to have a good laugh.
That's not, I don't feel like that's shady. Somebody be like, yeah, that's my associate. Cool. Like, we don't have loyalties to each other, but we're not disrespecting each other in that sense.
I feel like all of that is social media. It's made certain words, like, seem like, oh, like, it's beef. Like, acquaintance, no.
Acquaintance is not a terrible word to describe your level in somebody's life.
It's not. It's perfect, actually.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like we need to stop being soft and stop thinking everybody deserves to be right next to you on your special days. Like, are these people that, like, you see your children meeting? Are these people that, like, you see 5-10 years from now? Is this somebody that's in your life? Like, let's stop. And then I feel like when you're friends with somebody, like, certain things are, like, cut off. So it's like, are you willing to cut off all those aspects for somebody that you don't even know like that?
don't need to have everybody there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And not everybody, like, you know, if you don't get invited to a nice little birthday dinner,
Yeah.
you know, you weren't that person to that, you weren't that close to that
Prime
person.
example, if you've been demoted. If you didn't get invited to the dinner, clearly you don't hold that place you thought you did in somebody's life, and that is okay.
It's
Move
okay.
accordingly.
Mind you, it's like people 25-year-olds discussing birthday dinner. It's okay. Like, go and find something to do.
Right. Go find your Maya.
Go and find, literally, go find a hobby.
So what's your last straw in friendships?
Friendships. I'm not gonna lie, I started implementing 3 strikes, you're out. No, y'all don't understand. Like, I used to be a people pleaser. Like, I had to become strict. Because people were just like, because I'm also very nice and, like I said, very loyal. People see me and just think like, oh, I can do whatever, and you know, it's always gonna be sunshine and rainbows. Like, no, it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person that have feelings at the end of the day. Like, you just can't continue to do X, Y, and Z and then keep doing X, Y, and Z and think like I'm not gonna react. So I had to implement 3 strikes you're out system. Like, and I hate that I have to do it, but like, because like I'm very forgiving also, it's like I have to like, you do me wrong once, okay, just know it's noted in my journal. Do me wrong twice is noted in my journal. 3 times is noted. All 3 times is noted in my journal. Not that I keep a list, but like, you know, when I'm writing my journal entries and stuff like that, I always go through my journal and I reread it, and I'm like, oh, this person, they've done this and this and this.
January 5th at 2 p.m.
Maybe I need to take a step back from them because I see, like, you know, a pattern of, you know what I'm saying? So 3 strikes are out. It might not be 3, but like whenever I notice that, like, oh, like this person actually got me fucked up more than once, more than 3 times, like, yeah, it's time for me to take a step back. What about you?
I don't necessarily have a system. I don't want to say mine is 1 strike you're out, but mine is when I visually see that you and I don't align or don't share the same values. I tend to, like, for example, I had somebody that, like, we were good, but the way they moved about a certain situation, I had to demote her because it's like, you 100% do that to me, and now that I'm looking at you in a different light, you don't hold the quality or traits that I want on my day-to-day. And I don't want you to feel as though, like, I'm gonna be real, I don't want you to have as much access to me as you had prior.
Yeah.
So she was demoted. Like, we good, like, we not beef. And then women always think that, oh, because we don't talk, or I don't
it's
talk,
beef. Like,
we're
it's
not
beefing. We don't have to talk every day.
You're just not somebody I want in my life, and that's fine. So she was on strike 1.
And y'all think I'm straight. I'm told real straight. She don't
because I don't like the way she moved. I wasn't messing with it, and it didn't happen. But it's like, if you will do that to her, 100% you will do that to me. So it's like, why would I wait for you to come and do it to me for us to? Nah, I'm gonna cut it before it even happens.
And that's one thing I don't like with, like, people that have been demoted, or like, you know, friends that, like, they're just very high maintenance. Like, I'm not against, like, high maintenance friends, but like, some people are just very high maintenance. Like, they just expect so much out of you, and it's just like, I just can't. I won't be able to ever give you that. You know what I'm saying? What you want is like a yes man that wants to do any and everything for you, die for you, all of that. Like, at the end of the day, I have my own life. I have my own life. I have my own things going on. Like, you need to be, like, even with friendships, you need to be accepting, and, you know. And it's crazy because you should already be accepting of, like, the fact that I already got my own shit going on. But, like, you need to be, like, receiving of the fact that, okay, like, I might ask this person for a favor. I need to know that, you know, there is a possibility she's going to say no. I have to receive that.
You know, one thing I've realized with friendships, a lot of friends don't know their friends as an individual. Because, like, for us, there's, like, 4 of us, right? And, like, there's certain things I wouldn't take personal because I know her as a person. Like, me, I'm not the friend that we can't speak every day. We might speak every day for 2 months, and then we don't speak for a week. And, like, just because we didn't speak, that don't mean we're beefing. But with my friends, they know that I'm not necessarily the person that we're going to speak every day. I can go 3-4 days without speaking to my homegirl, and I know we're good. And some friends will take that and think that was the end of the world. Now they're in your phone crying, you're fake, you're this, because we didn't speak yesterday.
Like I said, I'm not your man.
Some people, a lot of friends, like, the nitty gritty of actually knowing them as an individual, or like the way I word certain things. One of my friends always tell me like the way you talk, Dan, yeah, words are not necessarily like acceptable to a mass group of people.
Yeah.
Like I'm a type of person that, you know, I'm even shocked I'm doing a podcast because I'll probably get canceled. So it's like certain things that I say, my friends know, like, that's just Anto.
Yeah.
That's just Antonella. Don't call me Anto. That's just Antonella. So it's like, they don't know people as an individual. Like, even her, like, certain things she sound like, Mickey, what you wasn't yet. But it's like, I know
Mickey,
that.
You're not good.
But it's like, I know that that's just Michaela.
Yeah.
Like, that's her.
And that's also, you brought up a good point, because I feel like some of the things people get demoted for, I'm like, girl... You know her.
You know her. That's when you know they're childish. Like, you should have known that.
Yeah.
Like
so I know everyone, like, people don't like to admit it, but everybody says cancelable things. I don't know if that's a real word, but things that you can get canceled for, right? Mm-hmm. Now, some people will do it, like, accidentally. Like, they'll just say something, you're like, oh my gosh. But some people be like, you're a B word. I'm done with this friendship. But it's like, okay, you know this person. You know, they're not very social. They have, like, social anxiety or whatever. They don't know social cues and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, sometimes they generally don't know. Or sometimes, you know, like, the person is not a bad person inherently. But it's like how they worded it is weird or is off. Yeah. You know? And so in that case, it's like people will get demoted for stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
There's little story time. I have a friend, right, that she had her own friend, and this was when I haven't met that friend yet. So prior to meeting, she gave me the rundown, like, okay, she tends to say outrageous things, and like this, like, she means well. Basically, I had a little overview of her. So when I met her friend, I wasn't taking everything personally, because I know that, like, this is not how she meant it. Like, I know that she played, like, I don't know, it doesn't mean any harm by it. But it's like, for example, my friend knew this in her friend. So, like, when she speaks, she's not getting but her over everything, because she knows her heart, if that makes sense. So it's like, that's a characteristic that, like, I need my friend to know me as an individual, and I need people to, like, if you're my friend, you consider yourself my friend, you should be able to rectify my mistakes. And a lot of friendships, you can't tell them when they're wrong. You can only tell them when they're good. And it's like, I don't need yes men around me, nor do I want yes men around me. So it's like, how can you think you're my friend and I can't tell you when you're wrong?
No, literally. I do have a couple friends where I just gotta give, like, a disclaimer before.
Like that. I'm sure that I'm one of their friends. Sometimes I gotta give a disclaimer, like, and to just, you know. But it's not OD. But it's like, there are certain things I might say that are not for the population.
Honestly, same. All
of us have that.
Yeah, I feel like y'all be saying, like, oh, Michaela, she says things bluntly, but, you know.
Like, we have a friend that told us, like, yeah, you haven't been around my other friends because I don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's real. See, somebody would have took offense to that. Demoted her, like, damn, you don't want us to meet your other friends.
Maybe we shouldn't meet.
Yeah. I received it. It wasn't that deep. I know my friend's heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And my friend's friend is not my friend.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that one. Just because you're my friend's friend does not mean that we need to be besties. Because I feel like if we develop a relationship, all right, that's cool. Like, we have our fundamental relationship. But just because you're my friend's friend, like, we good. Like, we don't got no pressure. But just because you're my friend's friend does not mean that we're not besties. And that should be normalized.
It really should be normalized. Like, we do not have to be best friends. We'll be cool.
Like, we're good.
We'll be associates.
Yeah, but I do think, like, as my friend's friend, we do have we need to have some type of respect.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely more than a stranger. It's like, hey girl, how you doing? I heard so much about you, blah, blah, blah. But we're not taking vacays alone. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going out to dinner by ourselves because we don't have that foundation. And that's fine.
It's okay. Like, we don't have to be besties.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like there's always so many topic ideas about, like, friendship, female empowerment stuff. We just had to be honest. You know, there are, like, downsides to, like, friendships. And I feel like nobody wants to talk about it. So we hope that you guys enjoyed us talking about, you know,
our POV.
Our POV. Reminding you guys, we're not your man, okay? We're not your man. It's okay to be demoted. And
know your place in people's lives. It will save you a lot.
It will save you a lot of embarrassment.
Speaking from experience, it will save you so much time.
So we hope you guys enjoy this podcast episode. We're gonna be back at it soon.
And let us know your POVs from friendship. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yes. Yeah. And make sure to follow us on all social platforms. Bye, guys.